Let's move on to AEW. So we got Jericho on commentary again, which is fantastic.
He's becoming Judas in his own mind. I don't know.
He is. He was sporting a wonderful jacket for Canada Day, and was just being absolutely brilliant on commentary. We had the TNT Championship match between Cody and Jake Hagar.
Was that? What did that open? That didn't open.
No, it didn't. It didn't open. It's just the way I've written my notes. I apologise for the ordering.
No need to.
Interesting finish. Hagar went for his Katagami, really. It's the same sort of choke that Dexter Lumis does. And he laid on the floor. Cody rolled forward, pinned his shoulders down. Cody's music starts playing, and Hagar thinks he's won. Smart. Hagar was accompanied to the ring by his wife. Obviously, Cody had Arn at ringside. Hagar was absolutely pissed about losing the match, and he punched the referee.
Oh, yeah, which just generally seems unnecessary.
Does seem unnecessary. Very unnecessary.
Probably going to lead to a lengthy ban, which will coincide with him fighting MMA somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, it'll coincide, and then it'll probably have a return of him and Guevara at the same time. And if Guevara comes back,
like people start attacking the inner circle. The inner circle looks smaller than it ever has.
And then them two come back.
Those two come back for the save.
For the save. We got Jungle Boy and Lucha Sora defeating Wardlow and MJF in an absolute banger of a tag match. This
match was great.
Was so good. Was so good. It was just a spot that was beautiful with all four men laying out on the floor. MJF and Jungle Boy kip up and stare each other down. Luchasaurus and Wardlow kip up and stare each other down and then just go at each other.
Yeah.
Wardlow is deceptively athletic for his size.
Not to say nothing of Luchasaurus.
And so, well, we know this about Luchasaurus. We know that he's athletic because he's done it in the past, whereas Wardlow's been more just a bit muscle. He's not really been kip ups and diving off the top rope. He did a senton, for God's sake. He did like a senton bomb.
That's true, but who is the better Mr. Mayhem? Is it Wardlow or is it James Drake?
James Drake.
Well,
boy, English boys.
Well,
go on.
No, I'm just saying. Well, you made your decision.
We did get a spot where MJF tried to cheat with the dynamite diamond ring. Wardlow was holding Luchasaurus as MJF went to punch him. Luchasaurus moved. He didn't hit Wardlow, but he just stopped and said, "Can you do nothing right?" Which caused a little bit of a tension between the two.
It was like listening to my parents.
But it basically led to the pinfall. Luchasaurus hit. What did he do? He hit the tail whip and then he chokeslam and a moonsault and he won.
Yep.
On Wardlow.
Like Apollo Crews was applauding the TV somewhere.
He was. I also very much respect the pink tights that MJF was sporting.
Yeah. The entire get-up was a choice.
It was very much a choice. It was. We got a tag match between Private Party and Santana and Ortiz, and it came out that this was going to be a
bouncing around everywhere.
I am bouncing around everywhere. I've just written it in my. It's just basically the way I watched it on YouTube. It's just.
Oh my gosh. because you see, I nearly told you not to do AEW notes because I wrote the notes for the site.
Oh.
And they're all in order, so I'm scrolling through my own notes while we're doing this. But yeah.
Fair enough. Private Party defeated Santana and Ortiz, and they have become the number one contenders for the AEW World Heavyweight World Tag Team titles, which is next week in night 2 of Fyter Fest. Another very good match.
Yeah. When are they going to put respect on LAX's name?
What do you mean?
LAX, Santana, Ortiz,
yeah.
LAX. When are they going to put respect? They are like the depth that the AEW Tag Division has is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
LAX, I feel, like, yeah, they beat the Young Bucks at the first pay-per-view. Big whoop. What have they done since then in the division? Not much. But they deserve that respect because, in my opinion, I've seen them like this. They're one of the best tag teams I've ever seen, period.
Yeah, AEW's Titan Division is stacked, and yeah, it'd be great to see them as champions. But it's like, I feel like they become champions.
I don't even want them as champions yet. They need a shot.
Yeah, I mean that would be needed. But I feel like if the titles were to go on to them, we would then want Jericho maybe to be world champion again.
Yeah, we would get, like, basically you'd want an all the gold situation with the Inner Circle.
And like
that sometime in the future. That's why I just want them to be in the picture a bit more. Like I feel like they've lost a lot.
I agree with you. I agree with you. Private Party put on a great performance. They won with the gin and juice. Jericho was obviously going ballistic on commentary because his boys lost. Orange Cassidy come out and sat out the commentary alongside Jericho, Schiavone, Excalibur, and JR. Jericho threw a bottle of water at him, took the lid off and threw the bottle of water at him. Cassidy gets up and sort of walks off, and then loads of wrestlers have to come out and pin Jericho back. Mm-hmm. And Jericho's selling of him being so manic at this is just brilliant. Mm-hmm. And Cassidy just wanders off, and
No, there is a point where Cassidy starts to go for Jericho, but he's stopped by Sugar Dunkerton. Sorry,
Pineapple Pete does stop him. And it is brilliant. And I now the more and more I see Pineapple Pete on my TV, I see what people say he's your like doppelganger.
Stop it.
Glasses. No, the round glasses.
No, stop it. Stop it.
Bit of the afro hair.
Stop it. Just stop it. You're on thin ice right now. Stop it. I mean, no, like not with me, just in general. Stop it.
Yeah, no, I know. What else did we have happen last night? Obviously, the World Tag Team Championship match between the Best Friends. Bam.
Wow, you really are jumping around.
Hangman and Kenny Omega. I am jumping around everywhere. Don't feel like doing things in order. Don't want to. Trent and Chuck Taylor appear in the arena by minibus.
Oh, that's so adorable.
Minivan.
So adorable.
Driven by Trent's mum. Trent's mum drops him off. They both go to leave, and you can just hear his mum going, "Trent, come back, give me a kiss." And Trent's happy to give his mum a kiss. What I love is Excalibur just goes, "That's Trent's mum." Is she always at the shows?
No, it's just like, yeah. Well, like I assume that Trent's mum has been to a few shows. It would be weird if she didn't. Trent
Excalibur knows who she is.
But think about it. PWG, like, isn't Trent one of those guys that's like local to PWG?
I think so.
Yeah, exactly.
Possibly.
So it makes perfect sense that Excalibur would know that with a little bit of backstory explaining. It's not that weird. Also, Excalibur is such a don that probably after knocking out Jimmy Havoc that one time in the Cracker Barrel, he probably went down to Trent's mum's yard and went, "Yo, need to blow off some steam."
What I love is that as he walks away, Trent's mum goes, "Have fun." Just like, it's what your mum would say to you when you go and play football with your mates when you're like 12, not when you're in your 30s going to fight someone.
No, but it's beautiful because it just fits with how awkward Trent is. Trent is just true. Trent's character is actually just that awkward kid.
Yeah, he is. Unfortunately, Best Friends do lose after no double team finishes. It was just the sole buckshot lariat to Chucky, I believe, if I remember rightly. Hanks up the win. FTR joined commentary. They weren't speaking. They were just sat on some sun lounges drinking a beer. They come to the ring with an extra beer in each hand. You can respect it. They hand a beer to Omega and to Paige. Obviously, Paige is more than happy to accept the beer. Kenny Omega doesn't drink. I think everyone knows that.
Everyone knows that.
So he opens
but
a beer.
Apparently FTR didn't, or they were trying to. No. Yeah, it's weird.
I reckon it insulted him because Omega opens the beer and pours it outside the ring. Dax gets in his face. He's pissed because he's wasted the beer. The Young Bucks come down to try and defuse the situation, make it worse. Paige is annoyed. Everyone's annoyed. Yeah.
What I found interesting is that you had Omega and the Bucks on one side arguing, and you had FTR and Hangman on the other side arguing. And a lot of people have hypothesized with the makeup of, there are multiple characters within the AEW makeup right now, and multiple managers that are right there, and they're about to form a new version of my favorite stable. Well, my second favorite stable, Evolution for life.
Hangman, Cody, FTR.
MJF, Hangman, FTR. Spears, FTR.
Yeah. So there was obviously
the Spears, FTR, MJF. It's like, no, like there's a few combinations there that theoretically could work, and they could be managed by, like, Arn could break away from the Nightmare family. Tully is there to break away and do it with them. Like, JR might get up from behind the desk.
See, it'd be a great book. It was to do it like if they were to do it all in one night. Like, FTR were to win the tag titles, Cody was to defend the T title against Spears. In that match, Arn turns on Cody, hits him with a spine buster, Spears wins, and then all four of them come out with the four. And it looks like MJF and Wardlow's coming to an end, so I could see MJF being in there.
I could see Wardlow. I could see Wardlow being the fourth. So
what? MJF, Wardlow, FTR could be a good one. Yeah.
No. Hangman, FTR, Wardlow.
There's so many combinations. There's so many of doing it.
And that's without mentioning people that they may be yet to sign that could be part of it.
Yeah.
But like, it seems like that's the way that they're going. The next big heel stable is probably going to be some neo horseman.
I think you'd probably be given the name like a name related to Four Horsemen as well, because of Arn and Tully.
Yeah,
and you need the tag team specialists in there. Now you said it, Page needs to be in there because he is a cow.
Well, he's like Billy Windham was. Yeah, exactly.
There you go, got it. Hangman, MJF. MJF is the Ric Flair.
I think it'd be really weird for Cody to break away from the Nightmare family. They've established it as such a thing, but again,
he's also a Rhodes, and the Rhodes were.
Yeah, it's like, but it's also a possibility. I'm not willing to make a call right now. I think there are a lot of red herrings in this story. I think the biggest red herring is Shawn Spears. I think he does need a partner, and the glove will get taken away from him.
Yeah. And then Tully leaves him.
Yeah.
And he has to throw those underwear away.
Yep. Anyway.
And the final match we will speak about was the AEW Women's World Championship, which was Hikaru Shida defeating Penelope Ford in another banger of a match. This was brilliant.
This match was great. This match was very, very good. However, shame on AEW. Shame on them. Shame on them. Shame on them. Shame on them. Shame on them.
Why?
Shame on them.
Why?
Us people that used to go to a punk rock indie wrestling promotion shows on a regular basis, or anyone who's watching this who used to will know about the meme about women going on second. And because you've done it in the order that you have, George, you've kind of obscured where the women went on. Where did they come on?
I actually can't remember.
Second.
And one of the people in there was related to that had worked for that certain punk rock indie company. But it was a banger of a match. It was fantastic. It was great to see Penelope Ford get some much needed spotlight. Obviously, with the AEW Women's Division, it's slightly hindered at the moment due to travel restrictions and injuries and that sort of stuff. But it was great to see her get some offense in. It was also really, really good for her to kick out of the Falcon Arrow to Hikaru Shida's finisher.
Well, no, she kicked out of 2 Falcon Arrows. Well, no, she took 1 Falcon Arrow and reversed it and then kicked out of the second. I can't believe that Hikaru Shida did the deal twice and couldn't. Well, she attempted to get the deal done twice and couldn't do it.
Yeah, and Kip Sabian kind of swung for her head.
It's true, but as we Kip Sabian's just a bit of a, well, you know, he's a bit of a nefarious guy.
Super bad.
I mean, like, yeah, he's super bad, whatever. He's definitely not the worst guy in his tag team, but like, let's not talk about that right now.
Yep. Okay, let's talk about that. That was the end of the show for Fyter Fest Night 1. Fyter Fest Night 2, we've got ourselves Chris Jericho versus Freshly Squeezed Orange Cat. We've got Lance Archer versus Joey Janela. We've got the Dark Order, which is great. What?
We glossed over the fact that we glossed over a lot. I'm going to read out everything that we glossed over because you just went over matches.
Oh, okay.
Okay, right. Lance Archer attacks Joey Janela in the crowd while Sonny Kiss tried to break them up. I'm not sure if Joey Janela is actually going to beat Lance Archer with the help of Sonny Kiss, establishing them as a dangerous team. If next one, if he dies before he wakes, at least Darby Allin can skate. Because there was a vignette of Darby Allin skating again. I think he hit a moonsault onto a skateboard and then skated, which was balanced on a half pipe, and he went down it. That was the most impressive thing that he did. Yes, and Moxley Cage has been pushed back to July the 15th at Fight for the Fallen. And Taz said, Taz and Brian Cage came out to address it. And they said that the only thing that John Moxley has tested positive for is the chicken shits.
I saw someone on Twitter call Taz and Cage a B-Tech, Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, but Paul Heyman booked Taz like AEW are booking Brian Cage.
Yeah.
Taz is literally playing the role of the manager that introduced him to wrestling. That's not called ripping off. That's called continuity.
No, that is homage.
Yes.
A nice respectful not show of respect is what I'm trying to say. But so night 2 next week, we have got ourselves Chris Jericho versus Orange Cassidy. Lance Archer versus Joey Janela. The Dark Order being represented by Mr. Brody Lee, Stu Grayson, and Colt Cabana going up SoCal Uncensored. We've got FTR and the Young Bucks versus FTR and the Young Bucks versus the Butcher and the Blade and the Lucha Brothers. We have got Nyla Rose versus to be announced. They haven't actually announced it yet.
Who's your money on? Who's your money on? Do you think they're going to give Pineapple Pete another L? Is Brandon Cutler? Is it the librarian?
Peter Avalon.
No, yeah. Is it Peter Avalon or is it Leather Bates?
Or Peter Avalon. I don't like him. he has a face.
Or is it the other jobber that they've got whose name escapes me right now? But he's like 0 and 8 because he's just always like he's even wrestled on main shows. He just gets squashed. It's just another skinny black guy, and I was just like, "Hey, WWE, you need to stop this."
Yeah, they do. And then finally, we do have the World Tag Team Championship match between Hangman Adam Page and Michael Nakazawa is another name we could see.
Oh yeah,
it's come from.
But he's won a match now.
Yeah, he won a tag match because he was with Kenny.
Yeah,
technically, yeah.
Didn't he beat that video game executive as well?
Yes. Yeah.
The video game executive who has been trained can take a bump, but the only move he can do is a power slam. And that was
at last year's Fight for the Fallen, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, it was Fyter Fest last year. It was fast.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, and we've also got Private Party versus Hangman Adam Page and Kenny Omega for the AEW World Tag Team titles. Joe, we're going to do retro business right now, and we're going to say which one did you enjoy most?
Retro business.
Yeah, retro as in we'll go back to Wednesday Night War decisions.
All right. Oh, I see. Like retro in terms of the content of the site. Okay.
Yes.
Now for me, I'll start here. This is AEW, right?
Your hand's not. I'll say your hand's not on the screen.
I was going to say this is AEW. Yeah, it's flat. Yeah. You hear me?
Yep.
For me, this is NXT. Oh boy. So You can't even see the hand, and it's just, oh yeah, it really dipped for your boy, but then really peaked for the main
event.
So I don't know. I think AEW in general was generally a more enjoyable show, so I'll pick it. But the main event from NXT cannot be denied. You know what I mean? Cannot be denied.
I get what you mean.
It was just a very good night of wrestling.
Yeah, it was. I put this out on Twitter earlier. Like, what's everyone's opinion on WWE creating American Bash, the rival Fyter Fest? But I was like, I don't have a problem with it because it means we get two incredible nights of wrestling from two different companies and more or less pay-per-view caliber matches.
Yep, that's exactly it.
So I'm more than happy with it. I'm also gonna go AEW. NXT felt like very much a two-match show, the opener and the closer, whereas AEW was consistently brilliant with the tag match, with the women's match.
What I will say is credit to AEW have the deepest tag division in the world, and that's incredible. Well done. But NXT, as Maro said, NXT has the deepest women's division in the world. So yeah. Kudos to them for that. Like the very fact that you said it's two matches, right? Two match show. First match was a fatal four-way, an elimination fatal four-way, and they knocked it out of the park. Last match was a main event against two of the best female wrestlers in the world, and yes, one of them came over from the main roster, but it's still fantastic to see.
Oh yeah.
Still fantastic.
Wonderful
to see.
stuff.
And it's what we want. What we want.
Yeah,
and normalize it as well. Have promotions across the world have women open and close your shows. Don't put them on second like AEW did this week. Maybe, you know what? Just for that, I might pick NXT because that annoyed me.
Well, I mean,
the women on second thing has been a meme for 3 years. That really, it's literally the first thing I thought. I watched it at 4 a.m, and even in my tired adult state, I was like, for fuck's sake, AEW, women on second.
But you say we've got those 5 women, and then you add on the other ones that aren't on the show, are trapped in certain countries. Toni Storm, Casey Catanzaro, Raquel Gonzalez, Rhea Ripley was on the show.
Two of the funniest match in the card. The funniest match in the card had 2 women in it. And
Robert Stone.
Well, we're not talking about men right now.
No, that's true. Yeah, exactly. So you got even Aaliyah. Yes, she does get memed by Joe heavily.
And me,
and me,
Mike, you,
everyone.
The guy who left.
Sorry, what was it? Who? What was his name?
Can't remember. Dan used to do
everyone.
it. Yeah.
Caden Carter is class. Casey
Carter.
Catanzaro is class. NXT have a great women's division.
Raquel Gonzalez.
Toni Storm, she technically is.
Kaylee Ray.
In NXT.
Kaylee Ray.
Yeah, Kaylee Ray. Yeah. Piper Niven.
Deep roster. Yeah. That's what you want.
Great roster. Great week of wrestling. But that has been it. That has been the first half of the special return of the Wednesday Not Wars podcast. I will be back next week. I don't know if Joe will be. Depends on how his work schedule's looking.
Yeah.
How your work schedule's looking. Do head over to twm.news, read our articles and reviews and everything like that as we are back. We're coming back to normal. We're back on regular schedule. Head over to our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/TWM Wrestle, I believe it is. And you'll be able to watch last Saturday's Twitch stream, this Saturday's Twitch stream, Fire Pro, anytime we do some wrestling gaming and anything like that. All the good stuff. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at TWM Wrestle, so you're always caught up with what's going on and what's happening. Head over to YouTube. Well, follow us on there. It's The Wrestling Moon. You'll be able to see clips and highlights of the podcast, the streams, everything like that. We've got our brand new Impact Retro podcast, which went up yesterday between myself and Reese. And then we've got some other bits and pieces going forward. So do head over to We Love Sport on Twitter, give them a follow, go to their website, welovesport.co, head over to the Apple or Google store and download their app with Fantastic, and then head over to Twitter as well and go look at 1310 Apparel and their website, 1310apparel.bigcartel.com. Use the code TWM25 for 25% off. Joe, whose Twitter are you plugging today?
At TWM Russell, because I don't believe you plugged that.
I did.
Oh, well, in which case, at Black Lives Matter.
Good boy. My Twitter is at George_Jill_. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And we'll see you all next week.